What's up, everybody? Gotcha Lord here, and today we're going to be starting a new series on the channel on the game Punishing Gray Raven, and I am changing my channel to a strictly Gotcha game channel. I'm going to be stop making Nightcore. I'm going to be stop making videos on other games because I really have a passion for Gotcha games, and this is what I want to do. Now, this game just came out yesterday, and I did just record a video and maybe have forgot to record my audio, my mic audio, so that is a mistake on my part, but hopefully this time maybe we can make the video a little bit better, more smooth going through. But anyways, the purpose of today's video is to go through everything in the game that I've unlocked so far and basically just kind of break down the game for any new players or people that are below me, or just maybe any questions that maybe someone may have about specific things in the game. Now, this game isn't too complicated so far, and I do think later on there is going to be a lot more stuff added in the game, as there is a mode that is yet to be added later on in the game, and obviously new characters. That is what we know for sure and for certain in game. Now, if you go through here, obviously in the main menu, when you start playing the game is going to take you here through battle, and this is basically just the game story mode. There are two different modes here. There is normal and there is hidden. Hidden mode is basically like the villain side of the story. They're typically easier, but they do cost like twice as much energy usually. So it is very energy hungry to get through those hidden missions. So make sure that you stack up on energy whenever you try to go through those missions, just so that you can get the whole story completely done very easily. Obviously over here we have interlude. These are just basically character specific stories. They'll play cutscenes and maybe like a battle or two, and they cost no energy whatsoever, and you just get free rewards. That's all it basically is. It breaks down your character if you want to learn about them, and you get free rewards. There's no reason not to do this. It doesn't take that long to get through these battles, especially if you're low on energy, whatever. Maybe you can save these whenever you run out of energy so that you can keep playing the game for a little bit longer. They typically don't take that long. Missions in this game typically only take a few minutes. But over here we have the material supplies. So this is just your typical, oh shit, I need this in Gotcha game stages. These are also, I'm pretty sure, very energy hungry. Most would be, yeah, they're more energy hungry than normal story missions, which is 15 energy. Now, challenge here, this is basically a mode where you just fight bosses by yourself, and you just get free rewards. Again, it does not cost any energy, none whatsoever, so there's again no reason not to do these, considering that they are tons of fun boss fights that don't cost you pretty much anything at all, and you just get free rewards. Now over here, this is tutorial stuff, basically just universal things, and then over here you have more character specific tutorials. Again, these do not cost any energy. I cannot stress this enough. Anything that costs no energy, you need to get done. It may take some time, you may not have the time to do everything, but you need to get these done because these are free rewards that you are missing out on, like black cards, which I will explain what these are later on and what everything is in its entirety. Obviously there is an event there, which events you unlock at level 35. There is an event going on currently in the game, but obviously the game does not start off with enough stamina to even get you all the way there unless you want to spend black cards for more stamina refills. Now, obviously over here we have the news that tells you everything about the game and everything that may come to the game. There's obviously their plugins there. You have friends, which I again want to stress this enough. You want to fill up your friends list to the max, or at least 10 here, as you can see, because you do get free clogs. And now what clogs are in this game is the game's universal currency for like leveling up characters, leveling up weapons, leveling up equipment, buying things in the shop, because there is a shop that you can buy things with clogs. So they're basically just your universal standard currency that aren't gotcha tickets. So everything that is used that is not a gotcha ticket. which is very, very nice. Now, obviously over here you have reward, which it's just any events that may be going on that they want to tell you about. Obviously the game added a monthly pass and wants to be able to sell you that. Things like that, login bonuses. Anything that's going to be new within the game is probably going to be right there in the event reward when it comes to like login bonuses and anything of the sorts. So make sure that you're always getting your login bonuses and all that good stuff. Now, if you go through missions here, obviously you have story missions. Every gacha game has daily missions. This game has also weekly missions, which it's usually, sometimes they do, sometimes gacha games won't. Sometimes they'll even have monthly missions if you're super lucky enough. But these weekly missions seems like they're going to be a very big deal, as there are plenty of black cards to be earned on a weekly basis throughout the game, which is very, very good, and have a consistent supply of these gacha tickets, right? Because this is what we use for gacha. Now, if you go through here on the gacha system, you have event gachas, there are normal character gachas, there are weapon gachas, and there are equipment gachas. So, each gacha system has its own different tickets summonings. Now, black cards can be used on any ticket summonings, so that's why these are very, very, very premium, I guess, currency, I suppose, without actually being the real premium currency of the game, which are rainbow cards that are purchasable currency, which actually can't be used to gacha, which is very, very, I like the way that they've done this. So I wouldn't go too crazy on summoning just yet, just because it's the start of the game, and typically the start of the game, this is where all the bad stuff is at. There's nothing too great typically at the start of any gacha game. There's no stupidly broken event character like the new character that's out right now. I wouldn't spend any of my black cards yet at the start of the game until maybe some new characters come later on, or maybe if you just want to spend energy, that is a fine idea too, because energy in gacha games are obviously the be all end all way to just be able to play the game. So if you want to spend your black card to be able to play the game more, that makes completely entirely sense. Now let's get into the characters and the character systems that they have going on in this game. Now throughout playing the game, I can properly say that it really does not matter which character you use. They all seem viable so far out of the ones that I have at least used, and it does not seem that you need to use any specific character. They all, obviously some seem stronger than others, but it really does seem like that you can beat any and all missions with any characters that you want, but maybe that's just because of the start of the game. The game could get harder later on, so do not quote me on that. But so far within the game, you have weapons that you can put on your characters. You can obviously level them up. You can promote them, which you get promotions the more you play through the story, which are basically just little stat boosts, all around stat boosts for your character, which is basically just like a mini level up. You have Evolve. You get the character fragments when you get dupes. And then once you get these dupes, you can spend these fragments to go ahead and fill out and rank up your character. And obviously rank ups are going to make your character a lot stronger and all that good stuff. Now if you go through here, you have your skills. Skills do specific things. You earn skills over time by doing pretty much nothing. Your character will just gain skills over time. They'll gain skills slower when they're actually on the field, if you did not know that. So there is that. Obviously you have patches skills, your main ability. There's a lot going on here, obviously, with these characters. If you want to break down their kits and try to see who is actually best, be my guest. But so far in the game, it seems like it's just a lot of fun, and there's nothing too serious to go through so far on it. Now, to be able to go through the content, I would say try to keep your level within 3 levels of your commander level for your character. I would also suggest that your equipment would also have its set bonuses, obviously through here. If you equip the same equipment types, they get set bonuses. Set bonuses obviously give a little buffs to your character as well as the equipment itself, so it's overall all around just a better idea to do so. Obviously, the rarity on the equipments go from green to blue to purple to orange to red. Red is what seems like is the best in the entire game for equipment and weapons. So obviously you want to get your hands on these red equipments, which I do not have any yet, actually. And I don't think many people will have yet. But I would very much suggest to try to use equipment of all the same types. Obviously, you can level up your weapons, you can level up your equipment, make them stronger. And that's pretty much it when it comes to characters in this game. There's not too big of a deal on it. There are more character-specific stuff in-game that I would like to show you guys and tell you guys about. So, if you go through here, items, obviously this is your inventory. You can check character fragments that you may have, other materials like EXP materials, maybe just like stamina refreshes, whatever it may be. Just like very important items are stored here in the material tab. Memories are the character equipments in this game. Obviously you can see here 3, 4, 5, and 6 stars can be shown. And then the same through here with weapons, 3, 4, 5, and 6 stars can be shown. Now, if you go here, you can see at the very top, that is your energy in the middle, which obviously you know what energy does in gacha games. It's very self-explanatory. Now, this game is not very hard to play, obviously, for very specific reasons. Now, there is something that is very interesting through here in the dorm system, which I don't see too much use for this yet. There could be a bigger use yet later on in the game with the dorm system, but it seems like the dorm system of this game is just dumb fun and has nothing to do with the game itself, which I honestly like. I like that the dorm system has nothing to do with the main game at all, and it's just a fun thing that you can do on the side, maybe when you're like super bored, and just kind of have some dumb fun with it, which is very nice. I like the idea of the dorm system not having much to do with the main game, which is what it seems like so far. Maybe later on in the game, the dorm system will actually have some kind of use connected to the main game. But let's actually go ahead and hop into a game here and basically show and explain exactly how you should be playing and how everything should be going with these games. We'll go ahead and just go through here on this mission. Don't worry about your battle power. It's not that big of a deal. I've completed plenty of missions while I'm very under in battle power. As long as you don't get hit, you'll be completely fine. Which I'll show here exactly how you should be playing to max out your damage and to make sure that you have pretty good defense. I don't even run a healer, and I do completely fine. Because there are healers in this game, depending on the unit. So, now I'm getting comboed here. For obvious reasons, I cannot move because I am in stun, which is just great. That is something that I just learned. If you are stuck in stun, you can switch characters and get out of stun. So that is something that I just learned today, because this is something that I've never had a problem with, is being stuck in stun like this. So obviously with this guy, I want to keep my distance. Switch out my characters. Now you want to max out your skills. Try to use all the skills you quite possibly can while you switch in your characters. Now the reason you want to do this is because it ends up maxing out your damage, and obviously the more damage that you end up producing, the faster you're going to get through these missions. Obviously if you dodge at the right time, there is a slowdown that I did not get to show, but this slowdown just basically, if you do certain things in the slowdown, maybe you can do specific character combos like I mentioned before that you can learn through the tutorials. And it just basically just really helps out a lot, slowing down time for your opponent and just lets you get some free hits in, which is nothing to sleep on about. Now, there are 2 more things I would like to mention that I forgot to while I was in these tabs. If you go over here to the bounty missions, this is basically the game's expedition system, except for it's not really automatic. You have to go into the matches themselves and complete the missions that they are tied to. Over here, obviously, you have 3.12, 2.3, and then 2.6. They take about like a few hours before you can actually play them, and then obviously you see the rewards that you get here. Even gotcha tickets. Hello, free gotcha tickets. So you want to take advantage of these as much as possible as well, considering yes, you get free gotcha tickets. It's crazy. And then there's also over here, there's another thing I forgot to mention. If you go over here to challenge and then you tap Trial Zone. Trial Zone is basically this game's version of co-op. It says here that these stages are for practice only and they cost no serum and will give no rewards. Now, I do not believe that this is going to be for all of the stages. I think this is probably only for the trial stages here, and I think for these nightmare stages, which are probably co-op as well, I would assume. You're probably going to get some rewards for these as well, because I doubt they would make hard content for the game to just not give any rewards. Now that is literally everything that there is for this game. There's not much more to it. Obviously, we went through pretty much everything that there is to go through. There's also obviously your profile. You have achievement rewards, and then you can also display certain characters that you've earned. But that is pretty much it to this game. But this game has been a ton of fun for me, and I hope you guys enjoy more videos that I have to come out for this game on just builds and whatever the dumb crap it may be. And I also may start making Legends content for you guys, so look forward to that as well. Gotcha Lord signing out, y'all. See you later.